Hello YouTube, this is going to be an impromptu vlog, so come along with me. See, I want to show you something. You see that? Right over there? Whoops, my range is just enough. This is my glass of oddities, and I'm going to show you what's inside. Why? Because I can. I mean, the glass itself is already pretty cool, right? It was a present for my sister. It's a tulip. Okay, so I'll show you some of these objects. First up, this is a pendant, I think you'd call it. Belongs on a necklace. I found this while I was cleaning the basement at home. Don't know whose it is, but now it is mine. And once I find a nice chain for it, I think it's going to make a lovely necklace, which Leaf is probably going to get. Second item on my list is a tooth. That's right, it was my last wisdom teeth. Last part of my wisdom teeth. Check out this little mean looking hook there. Yeah, that sucker did not want to come out, but eventually, you know, I always win, so it was painful. I kept it to remind myself sometimes that I can be brave and I'm not always a wimp. Because I did this voluntarily. It didn't have to come out. It was just sort of better that way. And this brilliant little thing, you may not recognize, is a piece of corundum. I think that's what it's called. And this is a material that we use to grind at the research institute I used to work for. You grind hard metals or ceramics, well, ceramics maybe not so much, with this thing. And it's usually a wheel with a very large diameter that, you know, turns at high speeds and then grinds into things. You know, sort of like sharpening a knife, a bit like that. Thing is, it's not supposed to be in pieces like this. It's only in pieces like this because I ruined it. I misjudged a few calculations when I programmed the machine, and instead of a slow sort of descent along the workpiece, the wheel rammed right into it and exploded, literally, all around the machine. It was a real mess. It took me like 2 days to clean it back up. So, but my boss was so furious. These wheels cost like, what, I don't know, 2,000–3,000 euros a piece, and usually last for months. And I ruined mine within like 3 days. Yeah. So why am I keeping this, you may be wondering? Well, there's a proverb in German that says, "Jeder Misserfolg birgt in sich den Keim eines noch viel größeren Erfolgs," which in English roughly translates to, every failure bears in itself the seed of an even greater success. So sometimes when I really fuck up, I keep little pieces of memorabilia, so to speak, call it failure memorabilia, that I too make mistakes and I make errors, and that's perfectly human. And if I wouldn't do that, I couldn't learn anything from life. So I keep those to remind myself, you know, that I'm not perfect, and to not strive to be perfect, but just strive to be, you know, to excel at stuff, to be excellent and to be as good as I can be. And if I make a mistake, that's okay. I'll learn from it and be better than before. So I don't think anybody who's really successful, deep inside him or herself, hasn't really been down in the pits at one point, or really had to go through some tough times, or done some really big fuck-ups. So I keep this to remind myself that that's perfectly normal. Yeah, that was my glass of curiosities. Hope you enjoyed that. Bye bye.